We are with Janice Mironov, who's the mayor of East Windsor and the president of the New Jersey League of Municipalities. What's your impression so far of Governor Christie's budget as it relates to your mayors?
Well, it's got some positives, certainly with respect to the EMT funding increase, the Sandy contingency fund, as well as other aspects. With respect to the monies coming back to towns for our energy tax receipts and our Compter funds, the budget is flat. Some people might say that's better than going down, but at the same time, it really is underfunding for towns in terms of our overall needs, and the fact that it's been flat the last several years, and prior to that there were dramatic reductions, and especially because the energy tax receipts are monies really intended for local governments and for property tax relief.
How much are we talking about with regard to these energy tax receipts? Well,
the actual amounts of money are hundreds, several $100 million. But at the end of the day, we're realistic. We understand that things are difficult, and we have tried to reach out to the administration and to members of the legislature to try to craft a program whereby we could phase back in the restoration of the energy tax receipts to town. So, we're open to discuss how to start this process and to move forward. One of the things about the budget hearing that was very, I think, significant to note is that all of the legislators who spoke acknowledged that the monies belong back at the local level. So that's certainly a great start.
How has Hurricane Sandy affected municipalities, not just in terms of the recovery, but in terms of their budgets?
Well, it's different depending where in the state you are. Certainly the coastal towns or some of the northern towns or other areas of the state that experienced such physical damage or having a more difficult time, more challenging time than some of the other municipalities such as mine that while we had inconvenience, we had dramatic loss of trees and poles and lines, so we did not experience the same upheaval that those towns did. And they are still, of course, coming back. Many of them have dramatic expenses that they have to recoup. We hope the FEMA monies will provide some reimbursement there. And the other issue for those towns, we have it just by virtue of the market right now, but those towns also, many of them have very significant issues in terms of their tax base valuations. Many of them have lost a great deal of value in their tax base, which is an important factor in generating tax dollars. So that's a tremendous struggle for them, and I think a real challenge for everyone in the state.
During your testimony, Assemblyman Singleton and Assemblyman Weber talked about a new method of distributing property tax receipts. Can you explain that to us, and what's your opinion on that?
Well, I need to take a hard look at what their proposal is right now, and certainly will proceed to do that. But at the same time, the need to restore the energy tax receipts to the municipal governments has got to be a top priority for everyone. It's a way that we can provide immediate property tax relief to taxpayers very overburdened, and there's no question that the very high property taxes are the #1 concern of residents and businesses in the state of New Jersey.